Hello everyone, Pally here. Welcome back to Kingdom Come Deliverance II. Checking out the view next to the Ruthard estate. Man, it is gorgeous. You have a church on the countryside, a new dam being built in the river, what looks like another church on the countryside, and let's not forget, their church ringing all these bells right next to their front door. Well, in our previous video, we traveled across the entirety of the region here to get to Malashov. Inside of Fort Malashov, Hans Capon, our lord, was being held captive, and we finally rescued him again. While we were out there, Rosa, the lady of this estate, asked us to acquire... Do I really have to break in? Asked us to acquire... What if I throw a rock? A book for her. It was a book about, like, jokes or something, if memory serves. I can't get in if there's townspeople coming. Guys, you didn't leave me a key. Was I supposed to know about this? Come on, guys, what the fuck? Bro, I'm in my noble clothes. I can't be caught breaking and entering in my noble clothes. It'll just ruin my entire image. Let's see if we can pop this bad boy open real fast and get today's adventure started. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. If you do, hit that thumbs up button.
What do you think you're doing?
You guys were all just fucking sitting here not letting me in?
Do you want me to arrest you? Leave that door be.
Under whose authority? You don't run this city. Ed, this man's trying to intimidate me. Eat your wolf meat in front of him. All right, excuse me, dude. Excuse me. Yeah, I have every right to be here, and you can't stop me. That sucks for you. He's pissed about it. So, I think Rosa lives on the top floor. Figure out how to get up there. She is well protected. She's got guards on the stairs stationed. And I know this is her room from the cutscene. She was told to lock herself away in here and keep herself safe. She does seem to do a lot of reading and a bit of sewing. She's got a loom, it seems. Oh, what do you think's in her box? Hold on, let's find out. Let's find out. She's in there. She won't know. I'm not going to take anything. I just want to know what's in it. She's got a sword, some clothes. King Sigismund of Hungary. She's got a couple lore books. I do kind of want to read the lore books. I mean, I suppose I could always read them and put them back. That got me 30 thievery right there. Wait, you can get more perk points over the 30, right? I've been 30 for like a week now. What an awkward stare as you approach the damsel in her bedroom. Goodbye. About that book you wanted.
By the way, like you were saying about that book.
My favorite book? Pray tell, did you find it?
I did.
As I wandered through the fortress, I stumbled upon von Bergov's chambers, and there it lay. Red leather, gold inlay, just as you said.
You really found it? Thank you, thank you, thank you.
You're welcome.
By the way, did you have any time to leaf through it and see what it's about?
I know it's about jokes. You parted with the humorous antidotes. I didn't have time, my lady. I would love to do a book assignment with you, though.
Actually not.
That's too bad. I think you would like it. And perhaps even learn a thing or two.
Why do you think so?
I just think you might find some common ground with the author. Not in absolutely everything, of course. That's just not possible. But in basic matters, I believe you'd agree. Look, you've never thought about writing something.
Me?
Why did I lose
What would I
reputation
write?
for
How should
bringing
I
her a
know?
book?
Poetry, a novel, a treatise, or a whole book?
I would love to write a book. I just, I'm kind of in the middle of a rebellion and overthrowing a current king and all that stuff and spreading the plague everywhere. And I joined this guild that's not the Thieves Guild, but we seem to thieve from everyone.
That's a tempting notion. Who knows? In another life, I might have become a writer.
Wouldn't you want to at least give it a try?
I suppose I'm not quite sure where you're going with this.
There are still a few blank pages left, so we could finish writing it together.
Oh,
You and me. What do you think?
that sounds great.
That sounds great.
Come by during the day, when we have enough light. I shall await you in my chambers, with great anticipation.
Nice, dude. We're gonna finish a book. I mean, isn't it kind of... It's the morning, good lady?
So,
Let's get started.
There we go.
How should I start?
you haven't thought of anything yet?
Now,
You gotta let
I
writing
have
just
many
come to you, Henry.
ideas, but we must contribute in equal part.
Both? Well, fine. What should I do?
Just tell me what you'd like to read about. A tale of a man or a woman? I'll take careful notes of everything.
The Tale of a Woman.
There are heaps of stories about men, so I propose one about a woman.
All right, a woman then. But I'd need to know more about her.
Such as...
Tell me one trait that is important for you. What would impress you in a girl?
Collarbones, mostly. She should be clever or make her courageous. I mean, a little bit of both. If we're going to have a good main character, I think they should be both. Let's go with courageous.
I admire courage in girls. They're weaker than men, and life is rarely easy for them, but they still don't give up.
Do you know one like that? Tell me about her.
Oh, wow. Is this every woman we've ever met? Well, Theresa from the mill in Ratai. She gave me a dog, and I don't remember that, but the dog won't stop following me, and that takes a lot of courage.
Back home in Ratai, there's Theresa from the mill.
That's a nice name.
We go way back to Skalitz. She also survived the raid of Sigismund's army.
She saved my
Later,
life.
she saved my life, when a gang of bandits had nearly beat it out of me.
She did that alone?
No, but she called for help. And then she nursed me until I could get back on my feet.
Lord, that sounds like a story of some saint.
Nah, not at all. That's just Theresa, my ordinary flour cake girl from the mill.
Yours? Oh, well, never mind.
Rosa?
Let's say we write about a woman who is brave and isn't afraid to say what she thinks. Would she do it for herself or for someone else?
Would she do it for herself or someone else? I mean, if you're saying what you think, isn't that for you?
For herself. She can afford to be a little selfish for once.
That may be true, but I still think it would sound better if she were also defending the interests of someone else. I'll figure it out somehow.
Okay. You're waiting for Rosa to finish her story about Theresa the Brave, self-entitled person.
Well, just about finished.
Why are you out of breath?
Well, let's have a look.
Not yet. Something's missing.
What's
What?
missing?
A picture. I don't trust myself with proper illumination, but I think I can handle a sketch, especially if you'll be my model.
What? And what on earth do I have to do?
Lie on the ground on your stomach and swing your legs, but not much. Like you're lazing around.
Wait, are you painting me like a
That
French
doesn't sound
girl?
Too bad.
Too much. Too much, Henry. She's using that whole page for this sketch. He looks so comfortable down there. He's like, all right, how long do I have to do this?
Well, now we're done.
Finally. I'm sore all over.
You're sore
Your
from there?
suffering is over. Come take a look at what we've done. Your reward.
Do I get to... I can read the book! The widower who remarried. Once upon a time, there was a rich old burgher in Gutenberg, and had been widowed long ago. He was not so old that he wanted to live alone, so he married a maid who served him. She was a simple poor girl, but prettier than any noblewoman and twice as clever. But the old widower did not know that. It was enough for him to enjoy the sight of his wife during the day, and once in a while to enjoy her in the evening. He had no idea that the girl the girl had eyes for his young groom more than him. So when her husband did not want to enjoy her in the evening, she hurried off to the stables to see the groom who slept there. One day, however, she forgot that her husband had an important journey early in the morning. What a surprise it was to both partners when the master entered the stables at dawn. Instead of a horse, he found a saddled groom and his own wife in the saddle. What a scream! The husband called her a harlot and was about to go to the town bailiff to get justice. His wife, however, did not just give in. She stood in his way and said, "Before you go complaining about me, think, have I ever been unkind to you? When you asked me to come to you for the evening to please you, did I ever refuse?" "Never," the old man admitted. "You always come to me as I had asked. Have I ever been stingy, unwilling, or cold to you? Have I ever refused to give you what you wanted from me?" "No," he repeated more modestly now. "You always give me everything I've asked for. So tell me, what was I supposed to do with what was left? Feed it to the pigs, lock it in a chest, and throw away the key? After all, isn't it better to please another man who loves me? It doesn't take away from what's rightfully yours." The husband left ashamed at the words that he had to admit.
I ought to go and see Rosa. She'll
What?
be expecting me.
I'm reading the book she left me. Oh my God. The husband left ashamed at the words and had to admit that his wife was right. And to this day, Plummel, the town bailiff, still knows nothing of it. Wait, did she draw me as a man in the stables? Is that why I was kicking my feet around? Rosa, we need to have a talk about this. Well, I'm not going to have any trouble finding her. Hello, Rosa. It's dark in here.
So what about that story of ours? Tell me your impressions.
I like that there's a moral. I think there's too much moralizing going on. I like it.
That's nice. A bit didactic, but not to the point of boring moral bludgeoning. And that's the way it should be. Sermons for ordinary people work in a similar way. They entertain and encourage, with a few lessons added in between.
You see, when I lead mass one of these days, I'll certainly think of you. And what about the sketch? For such a slapdash job, it's not bad, right?
You write a fair piece better than you draw. Oh, it's pretty, really. I think you captured my dashing side.
Oh, it's pretty, really. I don't think I've ever seen anything like that.
I know I'm no master illuminator, but otherwise, I think we can be quite satisfied. And thank you for the help. I really enjoyed it.
I'm glad.
So did I.
I'd like to get to know you better sometime. Maybe I'll stop in again. We can get to know each other some more. You seem like a nice person.
I'd like to see you again sometime. Would you mind if I stop by?
Please do. I'll be glad. It will certainly be enlightening for both of us.
I don't know what that means. What a charming young lady. I'm gonna get out of here before her father thinks I'm doing anything like the devil's work in his house. I don't want that. Now, as for what today's festivities are really about, good day, sir, good day. I believe...
Well,
yes! This wouldn't happen to be the Mint Master, would it? Hello, sir. What are you talking about? Shut the fuck up. I'm not talking to you.
Glad to see you again.
You have the gall to show me your face again? I'll call the guards.
I'll kill him.
Hold your horses. I'll come in peace. Actually, I have a little offer for you.
You've come to blackmail me again?
Call it what you like. I need to get into the City Council Assembly. And I reckon you can help me.
Is that
The
true?
assembly? The one King Sigismund is supposed to attend in person?
That's the one. Sigismund's not my king. Spit.
Sigismund's just a usurper. Wenceslas is the only true Bohemian king.
Singing Ruthard's song, eh? I might have known. Speak then. What do you want?
I want to get in.
And tell the truth.
Why did I lose rep for that? Okay, I guess because I shan't talk on his king. To present myself to high society. No, I'm going to tell the truth. I want to know what Sigismund wants from the council.
I want to know what Sigismund tells the council. I hear it'll be important.
You want to spy? Do you know what you're risking? And what I'd be risking?
You don't need to be
Forget
involved.
it.
Have you
Just
forgotten
get me
I
in.
have you over a barrel? If you want to keep your position and your head on your shoulders, you better shape up.
All right, all right. Maybe we can make a deal. If I get you into the council, you'll behave appropriately and you won't betray yourself, or especially me.
Of course. Why do you even need to say
That
that?
of our business together.
Until I get more business. How about a few groschen? We do have our charisma gear on. Let's see if we can get money out of the counterfeiter.
And how about a few groschen to seal our fruitful relationship?
You're worse than a horse dealer. Have
How
it
much did
your
I get?
way, then. You can get into the council
65.
assembly
Oh,
relatively
my God.
easily. My cook's son will be serving there. He's roughly around your age. Maybe he can be persuaded to let you stand in for him. Although, not everyone would want to give up an opportunity to serve the King of Hungary.
What do I need for the job? How can I get him to cooperate?
What would work on it?
Maybe 65
How
groschen.
can I persuade him to give me his job?
Would you like me to give you a letter for him? I told you how to get to the assembly. Now do your part.
All right, what's his name?
Who's this boy?
Franta's his name. Franta Cooldown. He's an idler and a boozer, but he's proved his worth as a waiter. Which reminds me, you'll need his letter of permission to serve in the council. Otherwise, you won't be let inside.
Okay. Do I need a waiter outfit too?
What will I need to work as a waiter there?
Fast feet and good manners. And the livery of a royal waiter.
Excuse me?
Or do you think you can serve the king in a torn shirt and muddy hose?
Well, no. But I never heard about any livery before.
Our usual waiter had a brand new livery made specially for meeting the king. Don't even show up there without it.
Where can I find the cook's boy?
He's supposed to pick up his new clothes at the market today from Master Tailor Schneider. You'll almost certainly run into him there. That is, if he's up and about after his boozing bout. I swear that fellow practically lives at that Tin Hen.
That's a lot of really good info.
That German alehouse, the Iron Eagle. That is zum Eisernen Adler.
I'll be going then. See you at the council.
Just make sure we both come out of it alive.
Well, I'm pretty confident I will, at least, sir. I'm pretty confident about that. So if we head to the market district, we might be able to get some new digs. I take offense that he said my clothes were torn and muddy. I got a bath right before we started.
Anyway.
So he's not named, but I think this is our guy.
But they're first class.
There's so much noise here. Ugh.
I'd like to...
Surely you can wait a while. I have a customer here.
No, I was trying to skip,
Here you are.
actually.
The finest fabric. Intricate work. You won't find the likes anywhere else.
He was bragging about the quality of the
No more than I'd
buttons.
expect after the amount they cost. Thanks. I'll gladly recommend you if anyone asks. And you impatient fella, what was it you wanted?
What?
You must be Franta Cooldown.
I am. Who
Oh!
might you be?
I'm Henry. I heard you're supposed to serve at the City Council Assembly.
I am. What's it to you?
Well, I can do a better job.
But the thing is, that job is just my thing. And a fella could easily disgrace himself in front of the king. Do you feel up to it?
Look here. It's not like I'm all that keen on it, but...
Oh, you should let me do it then.
Apart from that, it's a bit of a pain in the arse.
Yeah,
Them
100%.
Councillors stuffing their faces and guzzling wine, while I run around like a bugger with pitchers so they don't run dry.
Wouldn't you
Why
rather
would
be
want to
boozing,
stick your
dude?
nose in there?
I think that you should let me do this. I have important news for the king. kind of wish I was wearing my gear.
I just have to get in there.
I think if I was in
I have an
armor, that'd be
important
better.
Message for the king about a plot against him.
But why would you want to get to him as a waiter?
But it could be that someone from the council is mixed up in it, so I have to be incognito.
It could be.
I see.
It's not.
All right, then.
But it could
To
be.
begin with, you'll need confirmation that you've worked as a waiter at the council and you're capable of serving even His Majesty. Look here. Do you have any idea what's expected of you? Can you tell different wines apart and that?
Red and white. Yes.
Of course. Who do you take me for?
All right. No need to get upset. Show the confirmation to the head butler. Tell him I sent you and think up some good excuse. Clear?
That makes sense.
And you'll need a waiter's livery. I had a brand new one made.
Can I
Here
have
it
it?
is. I look like a prick in it. Hopefully it'll sit better on you. The main thing is, don't lose it before the assembly or get it covered in shit.
Thanks.
I'm gonna head
I
straight
won't
there.
disgrace you.
You don't have to worry about
You
that.
better not.
Okay, so the outfit looked very red. I'm actually kind of excited to see it. The Royal Waiter's hat. How much charisma does this bad boy have? I'm taking a big hit to charisma. We're losing 40 there. So perhaps talking my way through this event is going to be a bit more difficult as a result of that. Well, let's see how it goes. I think this is the building. Isn't there a clock like this in Prague? In like the city square? I've noticed this as I was walking by. We live like I think right over there at that end. But I think this is the first time it's made the video. I think that's so pretty. So I think this is where we're trying to go. I look the part. That says it's a very hard lock to open though. So maybe I don't. Oh, maybe this is my spot. I was one door off. Surely they would have let me go if I was just one door off. Major Domo! Do you know Ragnaros?
Franta Cooldown sent me. I'm to stand in for him at the council assembly.
Franta's not coming? What's wrong with him?
He's a lazy boozer, dude. He's drunk.
He got as drunk as a lord. Totally pie-faced. Then he fell into a ditch, and now he's staggering around the streets, God knows where.
I might have expected. Once, he turned up with a hangover, and
Oh
as
my
soon as
God.
he smelt wine, he threw up all over the chapel door.
She'll let him
I
drink
told
it.
him
It would have
if
solved
that
it.
ever happened again, he was for the boot. Oh, well, you'll have to take his place for today. I've no time to find someone else. We can't be without a waiter here, when the king himself will need waiting on. So, let's have a look at you.
I'm in
Have
the
you got
outfit,
Franta's
sir.
certificate?
Sure. Here is.
Everything's in order. Now, about your livery. You've got a waiter's
I do have
cap,
weapons
a
on. Is that a
tunic
problem?
You have. Hose are good. You can put your steel aside in front of the council chamber, along with your other stuff. You won't be needing it anyway. You don't want to be dragging a load if you're running around tables. Everything as it should be. Glad to see it, lad. Do you know what your duties are? For an inexperienced greenhorn like you, it'll be a great responsibility.
I'll try not to mess it up. I'm happy to learn. I don't know. Like, which fork is for the salad and which one is for actually eating the meal? If I have to even do that, I'm screwed.
Well, I'll happily listen to any advice. I wouldn't want to foul things up.
I should certainly hope not. Now listen. A good waiter should stand in a corner, look willing and ready, and not get in anyone's way.
Of course,
In
attentive.
short, behave as if you're not there.
But
when
you
one
are
of the
there.
gentleman calls for wine, you run and pour it for him on the double. You'll find the pitchers on a table by the door to the chapel. You take one and go to their table and pour for them. White Tokai or red monastery wine.
White
White or
Takai.
red, by the door to the chapel. Got it.
But for Councillor Adam of Zarzhitz, you must not pour at all. When he drinks, he disrupts and makes trouble. So the assembly has to be interrupted, or otherwise it never reaches an end. We can't allow that to happen in the presence of the king.
It sounds like I should let that happen.
Sir Adam of Zarzhit stays dry.
And if the king himself wants wine, you pour for him with lowered eyes.
Don't look at him. And the most important thing?
So far, this has just all been about giving people wine. Don't give anyone the wrong drink. I'm going to say stay in the background.
To stay in the background and keep quiet until someone asks me something?
Correct.
Yes.
The councillors have a lot
I was
to
paying
discuss,
attention.
and they certainly don't need any interruptions. And in general, a good waiter has to be invisible, blind, and deaf.
Oh? I thought I had to keep my ears pricked.
Well, yes, but only to what anyone wants from you. No excuses, and provide everything that anyone wants from you. Understood?
Wait, that last part sounded like someone was going to want some sex. What if I mess something up?
What if I make a mess of something, though?
Then I'll see to it that you won't get a job even mopping the floor in the hole in the wall.
Oh my
But I'm
God.
sure that's not going to happen. So, are you prepared?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, let's do it.
I know everything I need to. I can do it.
Excellent.
Are you sure I
Put
have to
away
leave
your
my
things here.
weapons?
It's easier
Oh,
to
no.
serve with a lighter load. You can wait in the cubbyhole for the servants.
Oh no. I'm naked and afraid, officially. Without Papa's sword, I am basically useless. Okay. So I think I'm going to be playing a drink minigame. And if things get out of hand, I'm going to lose. So I have 2 things of wine somewhere. Where are they? The red and the white. Okay, so we'll just stand here. We'll be invisible.
Should the town reserve have worse weapons than any räuber in the...
I heard that, but I didn't see who said it. So he wants monastery that's red. Who said that?
The dry devil used that thing. That Hackenbücher.
Was it you?
Come now, waiter. I wanted red.
Can you
Yeah, here you go, sir. Here you
Where
go.
did they get them?
I shouldn't be standing in the middle of the room. That was a mistake.
Since you're a gunsmith.
What are you implying, Friedrich?
Chat, you're gonna have to tell me what the fuck these guys are talking about. I can't. My responsibilities are too high.
Better weapons than the city garrison.
I already forgot who I wasn't supposed to
Surely
booze.
knows this too.
I'll just booze him up, dude. I'll booze him.
You smell a deal?
What I smell is that your stubborn heads do not realize.
I'd like some monastery wine. Refill my cup, boy.
Monastery, of course. Of course.
There are Raubritter everywhere.
Who was that?
In the region. We have the army bearing.
I like this. I could just walk up with the context clues.
With a few rusty halberds.
And who is it you want to fight?
Well,
exactly.
thank the Lord.
The merciful king.
And pass the ammunition.
Providing us with protection, isn't he?
Der König and his army will not be here forever.
Shut up! The king can arrive at any moment. What if he heard you?
What then? We're sitting atop the biggest silver heap in the kingdom, and we're supposed to defend it with brooms?
You're right, Eldris. But where can we get the coin for better equipment?
waiter,
We can always confiscate the property of the king's
Everyone's
enemies.
drinking red.
Nicht wahr?
we are more than familiar with
Coming
the
over,
yearly
sir.
state of our armory. And the
Hey,
king is
bailiff,
surely
good to
aware
see
of it
you.
As well. Maybe if he waived some of the taxes.
The king fears that this town will rise against the Lord. He'll take the arming of the city's militia as a preparation for war.
So you suggest we just wait with arms crossed for the Raubritter to wreak havoc all around?
We can always ask the king to bring order to the realm with his army.
But then the Dörfler will rise up.
I'm afraid I see
What's a
no
dwarf?
solution of the current situation. We shall wait and see what His Majesty thinks about the matter. Maybe we can change his mind. Vielleicht?
I
Wait,
want
isn't
to
the king
report
gonna
to the
recognize
Honourable
me?
Council on the cleanliness of the city and the state of the public baths.
Oh, are they nice?
Brothels.
Isn't it the
No, there's nice baths. Oh, shit.
So, the cleanliness of the city is not what it should be. The current
Here you go,
baths in the
bud.
city
Here you
fall
go.
far short of covering all.
Oh, this is the guy I wasn't supposed to booze. We're gonna booze him the fuck up.
But a woman named Betty has showed up
You
and
want to
hovering.
get me drunk,
You ordered it. I'm just doing my job, dude. I'm just doing my job.
Commendable, but I don't think she will succeed. It takes a firm hand.
More wine,
Soft,
Master
feminine
Bailiff?
fingers.
Master Bailiff?
A moment ago, you were complaining there weren't enough.
Mr. Bailiff, of course.
Shouldn't we support her?
How can I help you, Mr. Bailiff?
I need something from you. There is an item in my study that I confiscated from a female thief. She thought she could wriggle out of it by telling me who the item belongs to.
And what is it?
A silver goblet. She sneaked into Sir Ulrich's house and stole it. No one's noticed the theft yet. But if Ulrich finds out, he'll turn the city upside down to find the culprit. Go and get it. And don't you make a mess there, understand?
Of course, where can I find the goblet, sir?
Where can I find this goblet?
Use your eyes and come right back with it, understood?
All right, silver goblet in the next room. Be right back, sir.
What's going on in there?
Hold on, do you need any more wine, sir?
We don't have money to spend.
Can I give you some more? Okay, not yet. Not yet. He actually has to ask for it.
It's a waste of time.
Okay, silver goblet
Waste of time.
in
We're always
the
arguing about the
next
same
room.
thing.
I feel like I'm missing out on some juicy gossip right
Finally
now.
admit that it's a trifle, we wouldn't have to keep coming back
Nice.
to it.
Who's silver?
Was I supposed to steal something else in here?
Sewage.
Is there anything not locked down that I think I should have?
The least we can do
Hold
for
on,
the
quick
citizens
Rob,
is
quick
to
Rob.
provide
We'll just
them
take a
with a
look.
place to wash up.
That's Fox Potion. We'll take the Fox Potion. I don't even know what that's for.
You want me to serve wine to everyone?
Here you go, sir.
So, did you find it?
Yes.
I did, Master Bailiff. Here it is.
Not so loud. Show it here. That's it. And now go back to your job.
Of course, Sir Bailiff, of course. I'm gonna drink this Fox Potion before someone finds it. Wait, do I not? Okay. I was gonna say, I know I left all of my stuff, but do I not even have... I dropped it.
That Rutard has pulled off another
That's nothing unusual.
Don't know how that got there, sir.
Never accept.
Don't know how that got there.
His way.
Waiter,
At least until His Majesty honors.
Red wine hurt. Who was that?
We know. Gunslin absolutely.
On the way,
hates
sir.
it.
He can hate all he wants, as long as he does no damage. Ulrich, what have you got to say about it?
Me? Well, I'm not sure what you're implying.
He wasn't listening.
You know full well. Everybody knows. He wiped the floor with you.
Yeah!
Brace yourself, Adam, and stop drinking.
Yeah, stop drinking.
Any time now.
That's right.
White?
Not burden the
Why do you have such poor choice in wine, sir?
Me. Compose myself.
A lot of you know I don't drink anymore. We're coming up on 6 years without booze. In about a month.
Are they only just pressing?
But I had one rule. Always red, never white. That was it.
I'm speaking about the Rutard incident. You were there, weren't you?
Thank you, waiter.
You're welcome.
Just a small misunderstanding. We've sorted it out and everything's settled.
My ears must be deceiving me. Are you defending Rutard? Besides, if his men attacked yours, as I've heard...
I think Rutard's a good man.
Hey, waiter.
What happened there?
Pour me some Tokai.
Leave nothing out.
I don't
you want
like
the white?
Rutard, true, but in this case it really was nothing.
Everyone in the city gossiped about it.
Sir?
I heard there were several dead.
Did you?
Well,
That's
thank the
grossly exaggerated.
Are you
I don't
sure?
think Rutard will cause any trouble. He is sensible enough not to draw attention.
This is kind
to
of fun. This
himself.
feels like I'm in a D&D campaign,
That's true.
and I'm just a fly on the wall right
Because if
now.
you don't do something about him, the king himself will put an end to him, and soon.
Unless he puts an end to us first. God knows what he wants to tell us.
If nothing happened, there's no point in
I just got a
dwelling
good
on it.
idea.
Let's move on.
Is there any food in here? If there's food in here,
Have got out of order in the town.
crap.
Some adventurers decided to take the law into their own hands and restore the tradition of duels. It's not
Can I take
only
some chicken?
barbaric,
I just
but
want to give
also
it to the
illegal.
dog.
If we tolerate this, the rabble in the city will go wild and do whatever they want. I suspect the gentleman from the city's sword-fighting school brought this custom to us.
Hey,
that
boy,
German
a full
menhard
cup of
is just
monastery
hanging
wine.
around the market looking for
Boy,
Don't be ridiculous.
I wish I could sleight of hand a sleep potion into this.
Fight yourself. And to accuse a swordsmaster without a shred of proof.
Vanish, you hear
We're
me?
not some old fishwives on the marketplace.
All right.
So you will
I'm
just
gonna
leave
vanish
me?
right now.
Proven offences are punished.
Are you afraid everything will come out?
That's that. I've no idea what.
Oh, it'd be a shame if you were counterfeiting.
In the open contempt of the whole town garrison.
See about that.
The guards are apparently sitting against their own way. We'll soon be the laughing stock
A word,
of the
of
whole
course,
town.
sir. Who said that?
Rest assured, the whole town
Hello.
is already laughing at us.
Do you think I come
all
to the
day
council
long.
just to guzzle wine?
What?
I don't know who's talking to me. Okay, there we
I
go.
left my gloves in the chapel.
I
took
just
them
saw
off
it.
to pray, but then I rushed here and forgot to take them. I can't just get up and walk out now. But if you disappear for a little while...
Yeah, I'll go get. I literally just saw him, I think.
All right. I'll get them.
I knew I could count on you. While you're at it, count how many figures on the mural have wings.
Okay, what?
Why?
Because I'm bored. And because I told you.
Oh, he's one of these noblemen. Okay, I thought it was right here. Is that not the case? How many of them have wings? Bro, there's way too many. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna say a dozen. Educated guess.
That was easy enough. And he wanted me to count the winged figures.
Yeah, I'm not doing that, dude. I'm not doing that. Hey, bud. How you doing?
So, let's see what you've got for me.
I noticed a lot of the business speak kind of trailed off.
I found your gloves, sir.
Really? Let's see them. And did you count those winged figures?
Yes, sir. 16.
I counted 16, sir.
And did you count all the monsters and animals?
No, sir.
I thought you meant only the angels.
Go back to serving wine, blockhead.
All right, I think that went very well.
The building of the church is dragging on, and in the meantime, they are calling diocesan pilgrimages to settlers, right under our noses. It's just a village with a monastery, and they are going to make a royal mining city. Why can't
Cup
we
of white hurts, sir.
hire more craftsmen, start with night shifts?
Because those so-called craftsmen are
Oh my god, that guard got out of my way.
Sir?
You pay them,
The drunk guy's going off about something.
sick. And if they do come, their work is shit, and you have to pay someone else to put it right. It's a waste of time. I tell you, a waste of time.
Adam,
Waiter,
don't interrupt the
pour me red
proceedings
wine.
with your drunken ranting, even if you are in the right. And as for you, Endelin, haven't you noticed there's a war going on?
Here you go, sir.
Sir?
Are the experts from far off supposed to work?
I missed the
city
cup
on
there a little
siege?
bit.
Besides,
I want this guy to keep having outbursts. I want to keep filling up his cup.
Behind your complaints.
Oh, you do? Do you? And what would that be?
Like, for instance, that you'd like to have
You
your
then,
own
lad,
altar there?
a cup of
So
red.
what if I would?
Don't you skip.
Hold your horses.
Why would I skimp, sir?
That space in the side nave is mine.
Then hell freezes over, my friend. Your place is at least 2 steps behind mine.
A swordsmith.
This guy sounds so familiar.
Thank you, waiter.
Ha!
Do I know you?
Worthy councillors, we are not on the market
Of course, sir.
to
Thank you.
argue like fishwives. The construction of the cathedral is proceeding slowly and...
Yeah, I noticed you guys were really
There is
taking
a
your
war,
time with that
and there is
cathedral.
neither money nor
Is that what all these
craftsmen,
meetings
but with
are
our
like?
joint powers, we will
This guy's getting
finish
drunk
the
and yelling at
building
each other?
to the
You need more,
glory
sir?
of God and our city, even if it takes 100 years. What is next in the order of business?
Did the king finally decide to show up? Don't look at the chair too hard.
I'm telling you.
Did he change
something is
seats?
being planned. Oh, I doubt it. No one's going to tackle Routard.
Right. Must be the king. Sigismund's colors. I thought he'd stab that man. Oh, wait, hello? Mustachioed man. I could win right now. Let me fight him. Oh, I don't have any of my stuff! You want wine? This isn't suspenseful. Roll me the red! Yeah. He doesn't recognize you. Don't make direct eye contact. He's like some kind of fucking lion or something. You're telling me Mustache doesn't recognize me? I'm not even wearing a mask.
You have nothing to fear. Not you.
Oh, because I have the wine. He looks so pissed, though.
Like this man of fights!
Yeah, there you go. This is a different party, right? I saw Godwin here. This must be at the Ruthard estate. There's Sir Liechtenstein, Cyclops, and Samuel. Why can I remember so many names? Oh, am I switching characters again?
Come now, father. Put a little life into your dying. Seen more cheerful priests at funerals.
I'd rather be at one than here. I hoped I'd never see this fortress again in my life.
Unpleasant memories?
You have no idea. I didn't part ways with my father on entirely good terms. 20 years ago.
And now you're 2 decades older and wiser. At your Ujit's parish, you spread the word of God to your flock, and you saved my neck and Henry's too. I'd say your father should be proud of you.
None of that matters a damn to him.
Who knows? Maybe that 20 years has changed a thing or two.
You know what? Let's drop the subject.
Who's that Frenchman, and why does he share so many stories all of the time?
Who's that French fellow you brought here from Malachov?
The great Baron Brabant. Been everywhere, knows everything, and has the keys to half the kingdom. He's got more fairy tales than my old nanny.
Can he be trusted?
He's a blabbermouth, but a harmless one. Besides, he defended Kuttenberg, and you know how that went. If he were on Sigismund's side, he'd hardly have been locked up with me.
Do you know any of the guests?
Do you know any of the guests here?
Most of them I'm seeing for the first time in my life. It's a pretty varied company. We've had bandits, nobles, burghers, a priest, and even a rabbi coming together here. It's like the start of some joke.
They walked into a bar.
Rabbi, you say? The Kuttenberg rabbi?
Yeah. He came with a retinue. But for now, they're keeping mostly to themselves. Maybe you should go and welcome some of them. After all, this used to be your home. And you're a spiritual man too, so you should have something in common.
I wouldn't be too sure. But I suppose I can try.
He is a spiritual man, but he, you know, the deadly sins, they're more guidelines than anything else. I'll go talk to the guests.
Dear me. I'd rather creep off into some corner with a full wineskin. But I suppose I'll have to introduce myself to the rest of the guests, eh?
Indeed you should. After all, you are one of the lords of Rabosh.
Oh, don't start with that. I'd like to steer clear of the old man as long as I can.
In that case, you should sound out Radzig and Hanush and find out what they're actually planning.
Wait, first? God, 2 parties in one day. The introvert in me is just screaming. Booze! Give me the booze! Where's the booze? I need... give booze. So it turns out I have my old inventory from when I was playing this character before. I got plenty of booze. Alright, who am I supposed to talk to? Rabbi, hello?
Such rare guests. One wouldn't expect to find among Christians representatives of your community. I'm Godwin. My greetings to you.
Do you want some wine?
Peace be with you. Neither would one expect a priest here. And yet...
I'm barely a priest,
I'm
sir.
a priest?
It's not difficult to tell. After all, we have much in common.
You're drunk too?
And we are both a little on unfamiliar ground here. I'm Yehuda, leader of the rabbinical court in the sacred community of Gutenberg. And this is Samuel, my aide.
Who would rather not be here at all.
I know that feeling,
We have
Samuel.
to come here, Sadie. Can you not see everyone is staring at us?
Because we all need to help each other in this time of need.
You bring everybody together,
And
dude.
why would they not stare when you are frowning so?
Exactly. Are you looking for friends? I mean, you should be socializing a little bit, Samuel.
Are you looking for friends among us?
Let us say rather that we have chosen a side. The situation in the town and the kingdom is unsustainable. The whole land is on the brink of destruction. You have men and weapons. We have the means to sustain them.
Why are you telling this to a Koimer? You wanted to deliver what we brought to the Margrave and quickly leave.
Everything in good time, Samuel. We have just arrived, after all.
Socialize a little bit,
Come to
my
lend
dude.
money to the lords.
Not to lend, but to give.
Well, even
Help
better.
given to the needy is repaid only by God.
You don't even know if you can trust them. With that money, we could have paid mercenaries ourselves.
You remind me of my young friend Henry. He's a bit of a hothead too.
Henry?
Yeah, you know Henry, dude.
Copula.
You know each other. You're both around the same age.
That would be him. We did not get off to a very good start.
Yeah, because you tried to fucking kill him. Hopefully you get to know each other better soon.
Or maybe you'll get to know each other better. He should be coming here later, by the way. For a young stripling, he's been through plenty. It's not so long since his parents were killed in Skalitz. He was supposed to become a blacksmith, and instead, he's roaming the world, risking his neck at every
Well, he did
turn.
become a blacksmith.
Wait.
He mastered it.
A blacksmith, you say? From Skalitz?
Aye, that's right. Did you know anyone there?
I knew of someone. A blacksmith by the name of Martin.
Isn't that my papa?
daughter knew him most, and that is why Samuel is in this world. For our numerous...
Is Samuel my brother?
Maybe he was my father, but he certainly didn't act like one. Ma raised me on her own.
And that was all for the best.
Why? He should have taken care of me, but instead he fathered another bastard.
Don't make hasty judgments. As far as I know, Martin didn't have any other children. At least, none of his own. He took in Henry and raised him as his own on the orders of the Lord of Skalitz, Sir Radzik Kobila, Henry's real father.
I don't care if he took care of 20 other mamsas.
That boy's blood father denied him, just like yours did to you.
A person can't choose their parents. And Henry only found out about it recently.
Enough. I'd rather have a drink. Will you have one too, Zayde?
For that, there will be more suitable times.
Clear head. Good to help,
Good
yes.
L'chaim.
This is kind of funny, because I drank as much as I could before I talked to these guys, and the game was like, you can't drink anymore. And here I am, drinking some more. See, I'm stuffed. I have to wait. All right, let's waddle in there. I'm starting to feel my booze hit a little bit harder. Hello, good sir.
Good health to you, sir. I'm Godwin, a friend of that lad you arrived with, Henry. We don't know each other.
Baron Vauquelin Brabant, Chevalier d'Arezzo. The last of my line. I am a warrior, a traveler, a strategist, and also, à ma manière, a poet.
My word. Isn't that exhausting?
No, you just do a little bit every day.
And I'm glad to meet a new friend.
Oh, pleasure's all mine. You want some wine?
It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance, Baron. I knew right away we'd hit it off.
If you're all these things, why haven't I heard of any of your work?
How come almost nobody here knows you?
I am operating, as they say, incognito. My great
He's not
benefit
French.
is my strong connection with the French court. There, everyone knows my name. Here in Bohemia, I'm still building my reputation, slowly, but surely.
Have you considered robbing everyone of their material possessions, waiting a week and then selling them back to them? No reason.
You say you're a poet. How about a verse or two to amuse us?
Jamais. Is poetry nothing but a fuss to you? Is a poet a gesture for amusement? I think not. To recite, I require the proper mood.
Oh my
and
God.
besides, few here would understand me.
Oh my God. So he's a snobby poet, and I should have known it. See, it was that easy, dude.
How did you end up imprisoned in Malashov?
Ah, c'est une histoire compliquée. It was after I heroically led the defense of Gothenburg, and only lost it narrowly by an unfortunate turn of events.
That needs some explanation. What unfortunate turn of events?
Oh, misère. It is clear you have never been to war.
I've been shot at by a cannon.
You're quite mistaken, Monsieur Baron. I have.
Ah, je suis désolé. This Bohemia is a strange land. I have seen farmhands, children, and even women fighting. But the clergy? Sainte Mère, do tell me about it. No doubt you fought on the side of truth and honor.
Yeah, you know, whatever. Yeah, it was a Nabokov. I was on whoever's side was paying the most.
The last time was at Nabokov. And I'd be happy not to have to repeat it.
Ah, indeed. I have heard it was a very unequal fight.
The finger of God, dude.
No one was expecting von Bergau to turn up with that diabolical invention.
Diabolical, perhaps. But in my opinion, it shall be the future of warfare. Perhaps
Yep,
one day
I
the
think you're right.
generals will sit back drinking wine, while such devices shall wage war for them.
Do you reckon the defense of Kuttenberg would have gone better if you had them?
Yes. That was rude. What the fuck?
Where have you been on your travels? Have you seen the ocean?
But of course! I was born by the sea. If you are interested in my greatest journeys, then I have traveled with a merchant caravan all the way to the Ottoman Empire. And if you are interested in my greatest deed, then that was perhaps saving the life of the King of France.
And you wouldn't by any chance know the Pope, personally?
Which one do you mean? I spoke briefly with Boniface IX when I was sojourning in Rome. A pleasant fellow.
Dear friends and allies, in these troublesome times, you all know why we're here. The question remains, what to do next? Sigismund is facing troubles in Hungary, and here too, he is up against resistance.
Cyclops and the devil.
He's a capable strategist, but a poor diplomat. Mark my words. If we wait him out until winter, he will leave of his own accord.
Terrible
By
idea.
winter, he'll have torched all our fortresses and carried off everything that we possess.
Are we
seriously gonna wait and cower in a corner? Or are we gonna drive them out in shame?
Hey, your cut's healing nicely.
Well-planned raids, and we could have him in our fists.
At what price? Have you got men to spare?
We've got Henry.
Has any of you got men and money to spare?
We don't have men out there.
Yes, we do.
We do not.
Jobst is right. That whole sun won't fall easily.
Only we can't wait.
Are we to get ourselves killed?
End with nothing.
I don't think Hans should have an opinion in this. Uh-oh, someone's about to pop a gasket, dude. Too much noise. He hates it.
Friends, we'll get nowhere like this. Let's adjourn ourselves and try to think it through.
You know, say what you will about Sigismund, at least they seem organized. We're just all yelling in a room together.
Well,
no one can agree on anything.
Went just as expected. Good health.
And to yours. Could it have gone any other way when there's so many of us here?
I would have expected a bit more sense from Jobst, of all people. He made an amateur's mistake. But it's hard to be angry with him when he's trying to ingratiate himself with everyone. By the way, I'm John of Liechtenstein. And you must be Godwin, the son of...
That's not a thing I've ever boasted of. How do you know that?
Because you're drunk.
My sources. From what I've heard about you, I'd judge you could be quite useful to me at today's gathering.
Is that so?
Indeed. And that's why I'd like to ask something of you.
Oh, well, what is this about?
It depends what it's all about.
A little delicate diplomacy. I expect we can agree that Jobst's plan has certain shortcomings.
That's a weak word.
And the way it stands at the moment, he'll never get the support of the council. But I have an idea how to change that.
Well, I'm curious how you hope to shut Zizka up and satisfy the ones who want peace.
We'll sit and wait quietly until Sigismund withdraws of his own volition, as Jobst proposes, but we'll be waiting in the military camp of our huge new army.
Oh. Well, where's this army coming from? Sigismund will be terrified.
And Sigismund sees that. He'll be off to Hungary all the sooner. At a gallop.
Exactly. Sigismund's army is demoralized and weakened. And besides, he's running out of resources. He's able to tackle fortresses that aren't able to defend themselves, but he won't engage an equal force on the battlefield.
But he can't retreat either. That would be a disgrace.
And that's exactly why we'll wait until he's called back to Hungary by events there. For the plan to work, we need allies, their money and their determination. We've already set the ground for it. We just need negotiators who will push the right people in the right direction.
Are you saying you set everything in motion even before Jobst?
More like in parallel, but without his knowledge. If we find support and make it look like the whole thing was his idea, we'll all win.
So you're making him seem like a more coherent leader than he actually is. Why are you doing all of this?
Why are you doing all this anyway?
Because I want to put a stop to the senseless deaths. And also because I'm happier with Wenceslas on the Bohemian throne.
What exactly should I do?
I'll help you. What exactly should I do?
I'll give you 3 names. Botchek of Kunstadt, Haman Alder, and Anna of Waldstein. If you can get those 3 on our side, we've won the day. Meanwhile, I'll take care of Jobst.
I'll get on it.
I'll get on it then. Wish me luck.
I wish us both luck. Before the day is over, the die will be cast.
Drink.
Success to our plans.
Well, it seems the stakes are heating up in this gathering of power. We're in that first keep, right? What if I just walk away? Wait. What if I just got drunk and wandered off? Would anyone stop me? Oh, they closed the door. They thought of everything. We're going to continue the festivities in the next episode and see where this is going to take us. I'm worried about the fact that I'm not playing Henry. I hope nothing bad actually happened to him. Guards, hello. I'm allowed here. I'm a man of faith. I can go wherever I want. That's my privilege. As a follower of God, no one's proven me wrong yet. It must be true. Thank you all so much for being here. Hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. If you did, hit that thumbs up button. We'll be back again very soon with the continuation of this storyline.